inside a well, life can get tangled. Might the money. Might the money. Might the money. Might. I'm making money, Mike the.
Welcome back to Mike the Money radio show and podcast. We are here with your weekly episode, and today we are discussing securing the bag and making smart money moves for 2026. So let's go ahead and just start here with the financial reality check. So let's do a little bit of assessment. Let's help our audience do a little bit of assessment. How often, since you always talking about the finances, how often should you review your personal and business finances? We're going into a new year. What should we be looking at coming up to end of year, going into a fresh year?
Well, you always need to be looking at your finances. When I talk to entrepreneurs, my main thing is to tell them, stop using your business account for personal expenses. Okay. When you eat, that is a 50% deduction. Okay. Why wouldn't you pay your light bill, your something else that's more tangible than to take a 50% deduction? It's just a waste of time. Okay, and every meal that you take is not tax deductible. And so I have seen some people spend $5,000 to $6,000 in food a month.
We surely probably do.
I'm just saying, that's
taking people on business lunches.
They spending their company.
I was just about to say company. I can see that
the company credit card on a business account going to eat every day, all day, and spending $4,000 or $5,000 a month. They could be using that money for something else.
That's true. But as far as how often I think you should do it, I guess it just depends on your business structure, because you can do it monthly, you can do it quarterly, you can do it weekly. I think it just depends on what type of structure business you got. Now, for my personal, I review that every day. Like I'm checking myself every day.
Why wouldn't you do that for your business?
I mean, because sometimes you don't have that what is it called, traction in your business to where you have to do it so often, and it's just going as you expected. But when it's not, then obviously you want to make sure you have those systematic checks in there.
Well, that's how theft comes in and creeps in.
Here we go with stealing. Go ahead.
We know.
I'm just saying.
Okay. So let's talk about then. What is the first step toward cleaning up messy money habits?
The first thing to know is, okay, I have a budget. Am I keeping my budget? And usually you're not keeping your budget. If you had a business plan or strategic plan, you already have put a budget in for 2026 already. Okay. But it's predicated on what you did in 2025. Okay. If you have not kept the budget for 2025, you're not going to keep the budget for 2026.
Okay. So if you have somebody that is wanting to change their behavior, apparently whatever said budget didn't work out for them, how do you know when a budget is going to work well for you? Like, how are you trying to structure your budget to benefit you so it works well for you?
Well, I feel like that person or that business can't do it by themselves, because obviously it's not working for you, right? Bring in outside help, like the people on this show. Bring in outside help to help you structure it better. And then on top of that, I feel like I do best just personally when I do a snapshot of everything that I've done. And I'm like, you really did that, Jasmine? Why you spending money on that? Like, I feel like holding myself accountable is better for me in my business when it comes to finances. So that's what I think. If some people, you can look at it and say, hey, I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and be hard on yourself. But some people don't have that discipline. So that's when you need to bring out outside help.
Discipline. That's the word.
Well, you gotta understand, when you're in the business, you have a financial model that you're trying to do. Your sales have to be so much
I was gonna say, the people
to maintain
don't know what
this much of a budget. Okay, when your sales are not that high, you can't spend. Okay. But if you have to spend, you need to be working on getting them sales up. Okay. Sometimes your sales are up, but then now you have taken your eyes off your expenses, and your expenses have creeped up so far that your profit margin has slipped.
Mm-hmm.
You need to look at those expenses. It's a financial model. You have to have that in your business. A lot of people do not have that.
And that looks different for each type of business, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how can they find out more about how to build a financial model for their business?
Okay. If you go to a public library, there's 2 books. One book has ratios based upon IRS file returns. And another one has ratios based upon tax returns and financial statements submitted to banks. Okay, they tell you what your industry average is. And so if you are way outside the industry average, then you're doing something wrong. If you are under the industry average, you need to explain that.
Okay.
Because maybe you're not investing in the right areas to give you the proper sales.
Okay. So why do you think people fear looking at their bank accounts to be able to make this work?
It's like looking in the mirror. It can tell you I'm a failure every day. I'm a failure every day.
Okay. So
if you take it personally.
So how do people, like I said, they are wanting to reshape their behavior. They're wanting to do something the right way. And they need to call a professional like you. What should they be gathering together to be able to start getting headed in the right direction?
If someone is drowning, they tell the lifeguard, do not attempt to save them while they're struggling.
Okay.
Because they will kill themselves and you.
And you, right.
You wait till they pass out. And then you go save them.
I've heard it, but just the way you said it, like bro, really?
Okay.
Some people have to actually pass out and ask for help.
And it's different types of people in the world that like somebody that's struggling. I don't want to say, obviously the lifeguard thing is very valid, but somebody that's struggling, that's like seeking help, that comes asking for help, and they know that they're drowning. I wouldn't turn them away, because you might have that person, that they might not want to accept it right then and there, but having that person there to try to help them. Like for me, if I know I'm going through something, I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna say, hey, help me right now. Like I don't want to see the end of what the song gonna be. Help me in the middle. But then you got some people that's hard-headed knuckleheads. They gotta fall on their tail before you can actually help them. And then you have some people that are proactive. So I feel like it's 3 types of people in business, and you just got to decipher which customer that you're dealing with at that time.
Well, the most the hardest person to help is people who keep up airs.
People who what?
Keep up airs. You want to act like you got it together. You want to have the image that you are successful in business, but the reality is you struggling.
You suck.
Yes.
Let's talk more about that on the next segment, because I want to go into detail about that.
Okay.
All right.
This is Ephraim with Mac the Money. I know we just talked about developing a financial model. If you would like to get one for free, go to our website, mikethmoney.com, and give us some feedback on this show, and we will send you that tool for free. Again, we just talked about developing a financial model. If you would like to get a financial model for free, go to mikethmoney.com, and we will give you that tool for free. Thank you for listening. Hey, this is Ephraim again. Remember, all of my ebooks will be on sale this Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Cyber Monday for $10. With that $10, you will get a personal consultation from me if you make that $10 investment. If you buy all 5, I would personally sit down with you if you're in the Memphis area, and we can talk about what you want to do and how I can help you turn your dream into a reality. Again, a recap on the books. We have Biblical Almonds. This helps get people from the pew to start your nonprofit to make a community impact. We have this book, Delight Yourself in Fatness. It tells you how to be a healthy giver and to not be manipulated, because givers give, but takers don't know when to stop. The $100, $1,000 mistake. It helps you to realize the mistakes that could cost you your business. I tell you what the scenario is and what the solution is. Business Brilliance. I love this book. This book will really help you. It deals with the entrepreneurial mindset, and it also deals with the table principle. And the last one, trusted with trouble. If anybody who ever been into a horrible situation and you realize I need to tell somebody this story and I need to make an impact and help other people through their challenging situations, this book will help you because it tells the story I went through in a certain part of my life when I was in 5 courts, had 3 lawyers, and God delivered me. This book will show you how that happened. But I thank you for all your support in advance. And remember, buy local, buy small business, buy from me.
Welcome back to Mike the Money Radio Show and Podcast. We're here with your weekly episode discussing how to secure the bag for your money moves in 2026. And you said you wanted to continue.
Yeah, I want you to go a little bit deeper into that because I think that's a good point. Because I think pride might play into that a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
So I want you to go a little deeper into that.
Okay, so for my 35 years plus experience with entrepreneurs, I have come up with several levels of entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I actually use this as my thesis on my one of my masters dissertations. One of them is I want to say an entrepreneur that's I want to say aspiring, but they are a inspirational entrepreneur. They just want to say I'm in business.
Okay.
They want to say I'm a CEO. Okay, so that's their whole image. That's their whole persona.
But I got no business, all right?
But
like back it up. Okay.
They're horrible at it.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, you can give them a successful business and they would drag it to the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
But as long as they can have that business card, as long as they can have that Instagram look, as long as they can have that, they're good.
Okay. Dang, that's so crazy because you got so many people that are like that. They're like, oh, I'm CEO of this, I'm this. But then you just like, okay, well, show me this, show me that. And I don't have nothing to show for it. And you just like, so are you actually in business or is this just like a game?
So with that being said, because everybody wants to be a boss, everybody wants to be a CEO, but to be a real boss and a CEO and somebody who's really like running and operating a business, that takes a level of financial discipline that a lot of us don't have. So what do you say to that?
Before you go, I was finna say one of the best quotes I've heard, and I forgot who said it, is as a CEO, you need to hire your weaknesses.
You do.
Because if you do not hire your weaknesses, you will fail.
It's true.
I mean, they're not going to try to take your position because obviously what they're strong and what you're strong in is 2 different areas. But if you're running a business and you know you're not good with financials, hire somebody that's good at that so you won't fail. Like, it's at the end of the day, it can be a team. Or you can use AI. I'm sorry. I forgot about chat.
No. This is the problem.
Okay.
Even if I hire my weakness, if I'm the kind of person who does not want to take that direction,
Oh, gotcha.
you're going to frustrate the heck out of who you hire.
Yep.
You're going to make people want to walk away. That's why I want to walk away from customers. Because you try to tell them, hey, you cannot owe the IRS and keep making money and not pay them. That's not going to work.
Right.
But I want to act like I'm making money. You cannot act like you make money, owe the IRS, and think you're going to keep on operating.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. See, you be bringing valid points. They just be a little aggressive sometimes. I be like, calm down.
Well, the
over
thing
there.
is, too, like, if you're going to pay an expert to be an expert, let the expert be the expert.
Exactly.
You know, I know a lot of people, you know, who own businesses and stuff like that, like, we're really, like, really tight with how closely we hold our business. But at the same time, if you truly want to grow and thrive at the capacity that you're saying that you want to, and you want to reach new levels and scale, you're going to have to be okay with letting go and letting other experts help you carry the vision, because you'll get caught up in stuff like what he said. You'll end up losing your business because you're telling people to come in and do a job. And this is the same thing like on regular jobs too. They hire people to come in and do a job. You try to tell them what's wrong, and then they like, oh, no, that ain't it. We ain't doing that. What did you hire me for? Like, what are you paying me for?
Hey.
Don't pay. If you know what the problem is, you solve the problem.
Sometimes you just gotta take the money and say, you right, boss.
See, no, because
You be the first person they blame everything on and fire.
you will be the first.
No, I'm kidding. But I agree with you 100%.
So, okay. So, what is the easiest way to track expenses without getting overwhelmed? And how can you budget when your income isn't consistent?
Again, every business has to have a financial model. Okay, if my income is inconsistent, that means I'm doing inconsistent things to produce inconsistent revenue.
Okay.
If I have a marketing plan and I'm steadily working my marketing plan, it may not be 100%, but if it meets the revenue goal, then it has achieved this purpose. Now, ask how many people have a marketing plan. They don't have. So they have inconsistent income. Okay. Follow up. If I do a marketing campaign and I get all these leads and I don't follow up, whose fault is that? I'm leaving money on the table. If I get a referral phone call and I don't return that phone call and I'm broke, whose fault is that?
Yeah, I was going to say for the first part of the question, the easiest way is like just get a system that can do it for you and you review it, a lot, actually. Review it a lot. And then for the budget part, when your income is inconsistent, to me, having a budget is better than not having one at all. So even if your income is inconsistent, you still need to have some type of budget because you never know when the tables might turn in your favor. That's my opinion.
Well, I'm telling you like this. People have inconsistent income because they have inconsistent goal and activity. Okay, if I have inconsistent income, I call it make money at will, Meemaw. I can do something to generate income like
Meemaw is make money at will.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
Hey.
It's just like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. They used to score at will. They say, I'm going to hit 50 points. You couldn't stop them. They hitting 50 points. Okay. Same thing about your business. You have to have that philosophy that you're going to make these projections work. And you're going to do things to bring in the income.
I like that.
But if you don't return leads, if you don't capitalize on leads, if you don't upsell, if you don't do these things, your income is going to be inconsistent.
So you got to be consistent for your income to be consistent is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes, I like that.
Okay, then your budget will work. As long as you don't go to the liquor store and be trying to write that off all the time. I'll start gambling. Things like that.
Yeah, it's different things, different temptations out there for sure that will make your income inconsistent. Even if you do have a good budget, even if you do have a good marketing plan, financial plan, so be it. But we're gonna move into the next segment. I like the discussions. Meemaw.
Hello, my name is Ephraim. I'm talking about my book here, Business Brilliance. The reason I have it like this is because it's going to be a digital book that's going to be on sale on Black Friday, Saturday, and Cyber Monday. It's going to be $10. If you need to invest in anything, you need to have this book right here. This book, it calculates all the business knowledge I have gained in 35 years as being a business consultant. It helps you with the entrepreneurial mindset. It also talks about something I call the table principle to help you to strengthen your revenue streams during difficult times. A lot of people are complaining now because it's difficult, but my book can help you. It's a $10 investment. You need to buy it today.
Breaking savings. Now some books are as low as $5 for sale. Shop at strategicsageinstitute.com.
Welcome back to Mic'd Up Money Radio Show and Podcast. We're here for your weekly episode discussing what you need to do to make your money moves in 2026. And so let's talk about credit control because, everybody's excited about credit when it comes to their business. Why does credit still matter for entrepreneurs, both personal and business?
Well, you cannot grow unless you have leverage.
Capital leverage, yep.
Leverage. Because even if you got a big contract and you're going to get paid at certain increments, you have to have enough upfront money to do what you need to do. Like your husband was talking about his music business. He needed capital. He needs capital to go places to perform. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to pay a fee to get on stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
You have to have all that money. And so that's when credit comes in so you can leverage how you operate so you can make money when you need to.
Yeah.
And that's why he got me as his manager. I became his manager like last week, y'all. I didn't even know I was. I'm just gonna be honest, and that's a side note. He was on the phone because we were doing this event with the radio station. He just like, yeah, let's talk to my manager. I'm like, dang, hold on, let me get up out of bed.
See, you weren't here last week, but
I wasn't.
I helped Jasmine to understand the music business.
Because I was like, what? Like a lot of stuff I just didn't know.
It's interesting.
Very much so. And I was just like, so basically you own it, but you don't own it, but they own it. And y'all just sure. It was a lot. I'm still looking into it.
I had two people that asked me to be their business manager for their music, and I was just like, absolutely not. I'm not diving into that. It's too much. I am not
so
doing
much.
it.
I don't think you gotta do is take a bath every day.
Bro.
Because it's a dirty business.
It's very dirty. Very dirty.
I was like, you said manager, I ain't signed no contract, but moving on.
So, what is one myth about credit that you would like to share that keeps people stuck?
The one myth about credit is a lot of people get denied credit not because they don't have anything that's viable or because they're doing something that's risky. They don't get credit because they don't follow the steps and know the rules of the game, and they can't validate that they are a real business.
Okay.
That's the one thing that a lot of people don't understand about credit. If I don't set myself up correctly, I do not qualify myself for credit, any credit.
Because I know we had an episode where we talked about business credit. It was like all about business credit. And we talked about the different tiers of business credit. And so y'all need to go back and listen to the episode. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere stored. But yeah, like I totally agree with you.
Nah, we're going to have to redo that one.
Yeah, we do.
Because it's before we start broadcasting.
Yeah, it was before. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Go through the archives.
We have to do that again.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so we'll be doing a business credit episode soon here.
Oh my God. You never get away from business credit. Okay, so how can business owners separate personal and business credit responsibly? Because you just said a lot of them be using their cards to do stuff they shouldn't be doing.
First, they got to understand that IRS guidelines says that you cannot co-mingle funds.
Can you explain to the people what that means? Because
it's real simple. Business
You would
is
think.
business. Personal is personal.
Don't intertwine.
Your business does not pay for Macy's because your business is you're a lawn service. Why are you getting anything from Macy's? If it does not make sense for the business you're in, it should not be in your
maybe they
account
went to
activity.
a gala.
I just said maybe
A business
yeah,
gala.
like that. Maybe they were invited out.
No.
Though you're a lawn service, what do you need Macy's for?
Maybe they had to go buy a suit for a gala. To
No.
go to a business gala, a networking thing.
No.
So you're saying the expenses need to make sense of what your business is.
And unless you can justify, I'm running a commercial, and this suit has my logo on it.
Okay, so maybe they
For
went to go buy the
IRS guidelines.
suit to get it embroidered and fitted to put it on there.
So are you saying suggestion just don't do it at all because it won't make sense to IRS, or would you take that extra step to try to explain it? Well, what do you think?
Well, if it can be structured so it could be legal, you can do it. But normally, okay, what does a lawn care service have business going to the smoke shop and the liquor store?
Maybe having a corporate party.
I mean, that's just cheap labor, but because that's all they be wanting. And that keeps them around. I ain't saying it right, but I'm telling you that's what the game is.
But you can't write that. I'm saying you can't write that off.
No. But I'm just telling him.
Team building event.
Even if you try to write that off,
Team building at the
it
liquor
is
store.
a
Okay.
50% deduction.
Everybody
Even
get
if you
a ball.
try to. If you said that you were doing a corporate meeting and you do it every day, so you saying that you having this corporate business meeting every day with
the
liquor
liquor
and
store.
smokes.
I mean, that won't fly, obviously.
Of course it won't fly.
No, I said team building. I say corporate meeting.
They team building every week. Every other day they're going to the liquor store, and every other day they're going to the smoke shop. There is a line, and it's real simple.
Okay. So help us close the gap, because for the past 5 years they've been told that they could do these things.
No, they have not been told that.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
You must ain't been on social media.
No,
I'm telling for the past 5 years, you can write the G-Wagon off, you can write the suit off, you can write the dinner meetings, you can write the travel expense. Tell the people what it's really supposed to be.
If you do it right, you can.
What is the right way?
Okay. I can, with tax planning, I can structure a business deduction.
Okay.
Okay. Tax evasion is I have done something and I'm trying to turn it into a business deduction.
Okay.
Okay. If I structure that, then I can go in front of IRS agents and tax court and I can say, yes, that's legitimate. And I have done that before. I have challenged IRS people and I have gotten them to see it my way because I know their rules. Because it was structured. But you just can't do things and then try to turn into a business deduction. Because if you just miss one little dot on the I or miss the cross on the T, then it's not legit.
So in other words, they need to be booking a consultation with you because the next tax season is coming up and a lot of them going to be jacked up and they need to talk to you before.
Yeah, they need to have their plan in place.
Yeah, because clearly they have been mistold.
I'm not the only person that does taxes.
No, you're
but
not.
They need to have a good, reputable tax planner to help them to structure their deductions rather than going to some person who say they do taxes and the only thing they do is write off everything.
Okay, so we're here to promote you.
I'm here to promote integrity in the industry.
We're going to move into the next episode, even though I feel like that was very valid. Not next episode, next segment. Oh, God, next segment.
Oh, my God.
Hi, this is Zephram. I'm talking about my book, The $100,000 Mistake. This book is a book that will help you because it talks about the various mistakes entrepreneurs make that put them out of business. What I do is tell you the scenario and give you the solution. This is a $10 investment. If $10 can save you $100,000, you need to buy this book. It's on sale on Black Friday, Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Buy it today.
Breaking savings. Now some books are on sale for $5. Shop at strategicsageinstitute.com.
Okay. Welcome back to Mic'd Up Money. We are here talking about the money moves you need to make for your 2026 year. So let's talk about multiplying your money, focusing on investing in passive income. So we have talked about this multiple times before about having one stream of income and all of that on our shows before. But let's kind of go a little bit deeper in terms of like talking about investing. So what is the difference between saving and actually investing? And how can beginners start to invest without being fearful?
Oh, I can answer. I can answer the first question, even though I know you got a lot to say. I just want to get my 2 cents in before he starts talking. It's gonna be honest. But for me, the difference, just my personal opinion, but the difference between saving and investing. Saving, I feel like you're saving for a risk. I feel like you're investing for something in return or to grow. That's the simple answer for me.
Okay.
Financial expert, go ahead.
Okay. So saving is meaning that you don't take all your pie and spend it all. Okay. So your business might maybe need to operate on 20%, 80%. Whatever it needs to operate on, you need to have some money set up because business has cycles. You have slow periods and then you have periods where you got rapid activity. But you need to even it out by having a cushion of money so that you can be ready for every business cycle. Investing is very deceptive with entrepreneurs because they feel like just because I am successful in this particular business, I can invest in another one.
Well, no, I don't know if this would. So I legitly, when I ask this question, I'm talking about like legit investments, like in stocks and all of that. Like, how can they start to move in the right direction, put their money in the right places?
As a beginner, right?
This is a quick disclaimer. You need to go to a financial advisor to do any type of investing. You don't listen to our radio show because we're doing this for instructional and entertainment purposes only, and get your investment advice.
That's the disclaimer. So, yep, I got you.
Yeah. But There are some investments at the bank that you can do money market funds. You can do money market sweeps, and they can increase the money that you have in the bank.
Okay.
Outside of that, you need to go to a competent investment advisor so that they can give you correct information. And if it's bad information, you can sue them.
I was just about to say, yeah, because sometimes people, I mean, because I worked in a financial advisor firm. I interned in one, and I was just like, I said, hey, why y'all doing these folks like this? Because I'm not gonna say the name of it because I'm
Please
not
don't.
gonna discredit anybody. But it was basically to where they were taking these folks' money, promising them things, and they weren't fulfilling those promises. And I was just like, so how are y'all still in business? They're just like, well, we keep the money, and we got money to back up our lawsuit. So it was really shady. Obviously, I'm not working there now, but like I feel like you should get multiple opinions when it comes to that type of thing, and I feel like you shouldn't just put all your pennies in one basket. That's what I'm thinking.
That's why we did a disclaimer about investing because it's a very tricky category.
Yeah.
But most entrepreneurs do not do that. They invest in something else they know nothing about, and they may lose their shirt on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now you're a restaurant. Now you're gonna go into a car wash business.
Yeah.
Are you a car wash business and you going into a restaurant? Most people go into a restaurant and lose their shirt because they don't understand the restaurant is very low margins and it's a lot of variables that you got to take in consideration of before you can make a decent profit.
Okay. So why is diversifying income so important for long-term security? So you have some people that are interested in you investing in other streams of income, but like you just said, those are not the best investments. So how should we be looking to do this, and why is it so important that we do?
Well, it's always good to make money for you
Okay.
because you have a 24-hour employee that's totally profitable if it's making money for you. And so you should be trying to find some ways to increase your revenue. Again, it's how you do it that's the problem. Because again, if you trust people who do not have who are not a fiduciary, they have your best interest at heart, you can lose everything. And if you go into things with your friends and your family, say invest in my business, and they don't know nothing about it, and you don't know nothing about it, and they lose all your money, then you have nothing to blame but yourself.
Because investing in itself, it can be risky depending on what you're doing and who you're going to. I mean, because like like it's a long term important to diversify for long term investing because not every investment is gonna work for you, right? Not everything is it's not gonna be peaches and cream for every single one that you put into. So that's what I feel. I feel like diversifying it for the long term standing. That's why I feel like. Yeah, oh my God, I'm so sleepy over here. I feel like diversifying it for long term will help your income in the long run. Oh Jesus.
I can tell you went to business school because you answered like a business person.
Yeah, I went to business school and I'm fresh
Where in
not
the
that fresh out of
world?
college. Leave me alone.
You know, because they used to catch me sleeping sometime in class. And I used to tell them back the question. And I used to tell them, I said, that's a very good question you asked me. And it deserves a very good answer.
Oh man.
But at this time, I do not have the answer that you're seeking.
Yes, I went to business school and I'm still learning, the business. So leave me alone.
That-
But we do have to wrap up this segment too. Oh Lord.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Keith Simmons. I'm a senior business consultant for the Consulting Group here in Memphis. What I'm here to do is to help struggling entrepreneurs. I have invested over 35 years in the business as a business consultant. And also I have 2 advanced degrees dealing with tax research, marketing, all areas that entrepreneurs need. What I'm doing is I have these resources I'm going to have on sale for Black Friday, Saturday, and Cyber Monday. They're going to be $10 each. Each of these books have a different thing to help you to be a better entrepreneur or even a better pastor. So what I want you to do is look down in the bottom in the comments section to go to my store so you can buy these books. Thank you for your support in advance.
Breaking savings. Now some books are as low as $5 for sale. Shop at strategicsageinstitute.com.
Welcome back to Mike the Money Radio Show and Podcast. We're here this week for your weekly episode discussing the money moves you need to make in 2026. And so let's talk a little bit about having emergency funds and planning for financial safety, which I know a lot of business owners don't have. So how much should be in an emergency fund for a business realistically? How much should you be putting back of your earnings to build a realistic emergency fund?
Well, that's a very deceptive question because the first thing you need to do is have the proper insurance.
Okay. So talk more about that.
Okay, so if you have the proper insurance that has business interruption insurance, that would help you if you have an emergency that you need to have funds for. But you have to make sure you have the right company that will pay on a business interruption claim.
Okay.
And so, that will help you first because, it's easy to say you can pile a piece of money, but you have to go through all your resources first. Can you do it with your business savings first? Can you do it with your business insurance first before you start talking about emergency? Again, if you listen to one of our prior episodes, I'm always telling you use other people's money. You don't go into your personal emergency fund to handle a business emergency because if the business can't eat, it's one thing. But if you can't eat at home, that's a major thing.
I mean, do you suggest some type of percentage of the total income for emergency?
For savings?
Yeah.
What I recommend is having the proper business insurance.
Okay.
Because most of the emergencies you have, hey, my air conditioner broke down. Okay. Do you have a warranty plan that can fix the air conditioner? Hey, someone broke into my business. Do you have business insurance that will cover the theft and the business loss until you get up to? Most of this stuff can be handled with proper insurance.
Gotcha.
So they wouldn't even have to worry about kind of, like you said, touching their personal business savings.
You should never touch your personal stuff and just like you just have to. But you should not use other people's money, and you should not be into your personal money because, like I said, it's one thing for the business not to be able to eat, but it's another thing when you can't eat.
I got you.
Okay.
So insurance is the answer.
Yes.
Do you have you might not, I don't know if you want to recommend or not, but do you have a reputable business insurance provider that you just love?
You got to check. They have Trust Pilot now. You got to see if people pay on their claims or not, because you can say that this person is reputable today, but then you can have a catastrophic event and then they won't pay.
So do like a background check on the insurance company before.
Look at the Trust Pilot ratings.
All right. So, okay, well, why is it so hard? I guess you pretty much just answered that question. Like, why is it so hard for people to keep an emergency savings untouched because they don't have insurance? Because they don't have insurance. Is that what you're going to say?
Well, most people commingle things and they run in their business out their personal money. And so, therefore, if the business is short, they always going into their personal money. First thing, don't overpay yourself. Okay, get on a set salary.
Okay.
If the business is doing well, you get the same salary. If the business is not doing so well, it's money in the bank to pay you your regular salary. A lot of people, they go in and get too much, then have to put something back.
So how are you gauging what you should be earning as a salary?
A financial model.
I'm telling you, explain to the people
the
what it is.
The financial model has a budget.
They don't know what
if
it
I
is.
make this much in sales, I can support this much in salary.
Can they come to you to get a financial model built?
Oh, yeah. They can do that.
Okay.
I'd be happy to do that for them.
Okay.
For a fee. A reasonable fee. It might be on one of those free mic'd up money tools that they have not downloaded yet.
Oh, okay.
Look at the tools, y'all. He might already did it for you.
Okay. So for people who have gone through major financial setback or loss in their business, what would you say would be some of the steps that they need to take towards recovery?
They make sure first their mind is right. Because if your mind is right, you're not going to recover. Because sometimes the trauma would take away all your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It would take away your self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And so you would just stay in the mess.
So you saying get some therapy and some counseling
that may
while
be,
you in your loss?
That may be something
but
that
if they
you
lost
need to do.
everything, they ain't got no money for no therapy, no counselor. So can they come to one of us?
Well, now they have things like mental health. They have some affordable options they could do.
So go to a free person that's not gonna cure it because you ain't paying them, and then
Well, the only thing hey, you can read your Bible. You read your Bible long enough, you get some answers.
Turn everything back to the Bible. I like that.
Well, if you go to church, you go to your pastor, get pastoral counseling.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just saying, first thing you need to do is get your mind right. Because you got to get over the trauma of you not making it. Okay. Then you got to re-energize and re-strategize and learn from your past setback. A lot of times people, if you don't learn from your past setback, you're going to repeat the same area again.
Yeah. Okay.
If you trusted somebody you should not have trusted, that probably was your major thing that you messed up with. Everything else was going well. You just trusted somebody who took away all your money when they embezzled it. I stole it from you.
So you saying the way to come back from a setback is to get your mentality together, just overall. So you start off with counseling if you did to make sure your mind is okay. And then you move into do an analysis of what went wrong.
Yeah, postmortem. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's not you. You just trust the wrong people.
Okay.
You rely too much on one company for all your sales. You know, you didn't spread enough. You know, you got to see what was the major problem that happened the last time.
Okay, so going back to what we was talking about in terms of like diversifying income. In situations like that, how are we suggesting possibly like people should diversify their income? Because you can land a really big client and just rely on that client to be 100% of your revenue. Do not recommend. But like, what are some other ways that they can help close those gaps or start creating like the cushion so they don't have to be completely reliable on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients?
In my book, Business Brilliance, which is going to be on sale.
You didn't want to say this before.
Which was going to be on sale for Black Friday.
Oh.
I'm gonna have all my books, digital books, for $10.
Oh.
Okay.
$10.
But in there, we talk about the table principle. And the table is, even if someone is making up a lot of my income, I can make money in the margins. I can have affiliate sales. I can have other independent revenue streams like training manuals or anything else that produces money all the time.
So basically passive income is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Which is what I was trying to get him to say. Anyway.
Why didn't you say it?
Because it was for you to say. This is your book.
Yeah,
No. I'm not going to tell you what's in my book.
No, I didn't say tell them what was in the book.
Okay.
I said tell them where they can get the information from.
It's going to be on sale.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode of Mic'd Up Money.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, if you are interested in everything Mic'd Up Money, you can follow us across all socials at Mic'd Up Money, MICDUPMONEY. You can visit our website to book consultations or services with us if you're interested in working with us one-on-one. You can also sign up for our playbook that we have for
Level Up Playbook for $12.99 a month. You can get the Level Up Playbook, and you will get tools from each one of us. You get some articles, and it will help you just stay mic'd up. If you have any individual questions, we might be glad to answer those questions for you because you are a subscriber.
Okay.
We didn't talk about the sponsorship.
Yes. So if you are looking to promote your business, your event, a cause,
your music,
whatever it is, you can reach out to us at mic'dupmoney.com or on socials to let us know that you are interested and get you a promotional slot. If you are looking to advertise or even be featured on the show, you're welcome to reach out to us for those slots as well. And until next week, we'll see you on Mic'd Up Money.
Stay mic'd up.
I was going to say stay ready, stay set, stay mic'd up. But, we're just going to end it.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Keith Simmons. I'm a senior business consultant for the Consulting Group. here in Memphis. What I'm here to do is to help struggling entrepreneurs. I have invested over 35 years in the business as a business consultant. And also, I have 2 advanced degrees dealing with tax research, marketing, all areas that entrepreneurs need. What I'm doing is I have these resources I'm going to have on sale for Black Friday, Saturday, and Cyber Monday. They're going to be $10 each. Each of these books have a different thing to help you to be a better entrepreneur or even a better pastor. So what I want you to do is look down in the bottom in the comments section to go to my store so you can buy these books. Thank you for your support in advance.
Breaking savings. Now some books are as low as $5 for sale. Shop at strategicsageinstitute.com.
Better save your money, cause nobody gon' save you. Watching out for friends just in case they might play you. Talking down about me, make you feel disgusted. Dreadlock inside the well, life can get tangled. Mike the money. Mike the money. Mike the money. I'm making money mic'd up, that's on my soul, baby. I got business in order, I'm going so crazy. Applying pressure consistent, the dice roll, baby. You know how I be feeling when your soul racing. I just made me some racks while being mic'd up. I took them all to school without a fast fuck. And now I'm focused and grinding, I love the hustle. And now I'm focused and grinding, I love the hustle. Yeah. Solitary diamonds on my neck, shining so hard. Different from your last, what a guy, he a pole boy. He didn't want no money, he had to charge him like a store boy. All up in this music, that is where my soul at. Wouldn't have imagined in my head, I got a passion. Pillow talking boys, ooh, tell them all to wake up. Always keep it real from the beginning, no act Move too smooth when he does Michael Jackson beat it. All I ever seen in my dreams, I was down bad, broke, couldn't see my dreams. I was focused on the wrong, but God showed me something. Had to reevaluate, without you I'd be nothing. Searching in my soul, I was looking for a purpose. Passion in my heart, reflection of a keynote. Never break apart, together like a seed note. That's why I had to go and tell you I'm making money mic'd up, that's on my soul, baby. I got business in order, I'm going so crazy. Applying pressure consistent, the dice roll, baby. You know how I be feeling when your soul racing. I just made me some racks while being mic'd up. I took them all to school without a fast fuck. And now I'm focused and grinding, I love the hustle. And now I'm focused and grinding, I love the hustle. I'm making money mic'd up, that's on my soul, baby. I got business in order, I'm going so crazy. Applying pressure consistent, the dice roll, baby. You know how I be feeling when your soul racing. I just made me some racks while being mic'd up. I took them all to school without a fast fuck. And now I'm focused and grinding, I love the hustle. And now I'm focused and grinding, I love the hustle. Yeah. Mike the money, let's go.